to come down last week. I look forward to seeing you later on this afternoon. This is just an overview of our last lesson. We talked about trying to get that weak fade out of your game and get some more turning over coming through it. So there was a few focuses. One was the way your arms rotate. The other was to do with how your head's positioned and just in general how your hips are working through the swing as well. So we've got your body hanging back a little bit too much. We're just going to play this through here now. We're just going to zip it through real quick. So we can see from the front view here, pretty good backswing position, but everything gets unloaded very quickly with your hips on the way down to a point where you can see your head angle here is really looking a long way out forward of the ball, which means the bottom of your swing is a little bit too far forward. So when your club does catch up, it's very delofted. That's obviously going to cause it to come off low, and usually if you're coming off too low in an effort to try and get the ball in the air, you try and create loft. The only way to create loft is to get the face of the club opening more through impact. So if we look at the right panel now, we can see how far open out your right hip is, really opened out. You can see your weight kind of hanging back on your left foot. It has to hang back there because of how open you've been. And you can see the club coming through. It's working through the ball here on a little bit of a out to in angle working to the right. So very hard to turn over the ball from there. So the changes we made some changes to your setup. We had you more on top of the ball with your iron shots. So back to this front view here on left panel. You can see here now your head angle is just a little bit back behind the ball. And also what we changed was to try and help you do this, we've got your left foot back out. Now we want to try and get everything a little more level here at the start. So you're going to have your body back on top of the ball a bit more, everything a bit more straight on. The ball position may have to be moved around to get a feel for where it is that you need to ground the club out at. The big change though was looking back here at the right panel. We want to try and get your left hip to be out of the shot a bit more, your left side to be weighting a bit more so you can come on through it. Now we allowed you to aim quite a ways closed off. Now one of the reasons why we did that is at the moment with the way your game's at, we need to have you pretty much pulling the ball at the target. We want to try and get a bunch of draws going on if we possibly can. So if you hit a draw right now, you're going to have to aim quite a long ways to the left and pull the ball and then let it turn over. Now this is fine. In a perfect world, we won't be aiming so far that way. In a perfect world, we'll get the ball to start shaping that left to right shape. It's softer shape, and obviously not turning so much because you'll have other things in your swing in better shape. So I guess you've been improving, which is great, and I look forward to seeing you this afternoon to take on the next step. So the major focuses today were in this lesson were to keep your hips out of it some, and then also to get the arms rotating more through body, a bit more straight up and down at setup and impact, and then also to aim a bit more shut off so you can actually get that club and arms rotating through efficiently. It's very hard for you to do that with a square stance at the moment. So good luck with the practice. I look forward to seeing you this afternoon.